Naku po mga kapatid, Japan at China nagkaroon ng standoff, no? Muling nagkainitan dahil sa pinag-aagawang teritoryo. Naku po, pag-usapan natin to mga kapatid, samahan ninyo ko.
I'm just a young nigga chillin' on it. First time I seen ice was a
Alright mga tol, welcome ulit sa ating bagong video, reaction, review, commentary, opinion, criticism at kung ano-ano pa. Mainit ngayon itong balitang to na pinag-uusapan, hindi lang dito sa local news mga tol maging dito sa international news. Ito first post, pinag-uusapan mga kapatid ang China at Japan standoff. Sabi rito sa report, nagkaroon ng panibagong tensyon sa East China Sea matapos pumasok ang dalawang Chinese Coast Guard vessel sa territorial waters ng Japan. Malapit ito mga kapatid sa Senkaku Island. No? So ngayon, nagkaroon daw sila ng standoff. Naku po. Ito ang ating pag-uusapan at bibigyan natin to ng reaction video, pero bago natin to simulan, syempre wag mong kalimutan mag-subscribe. Click mo na rin ang notification bell para ma-notify ka whenever na may mga bago tayong reaction video tulad nito. At kung ikaw naman ay nanonood sa ating Facebook page, wag mo rin kalimutan mag-follow and like. Nasa 157,000 na po tayo. Maraming salamat. So ang source ng balitang panonoorin natin, ito ay mula sa UNTV News and Rescue at saka dito sa first post. Pero unahin muna natin to sa local news mga tol, no? Huwag na natin patagalin pa, panoorin na natin to.
Nagkaroon na panibagong tensyon sa East China Sea matapos pumasok ang dalawang Chinese Coast Guard vessels sa territorial waters ng Japan.
Ugali na talaga nila yan, no? Ugali na talaga nila yan.
Malapit sa pinagkagawang teritoryo sa Senkaku Islands. Ayon sa Japanese Coast Guard, sinita nila ang mga barko matapos umano nitong lapitan ng isang Japanese fishing boat at iginiit na labag sa international law ang pagpasok ng China. Patuloy namang iginigit ng China ang sariling teritorial na claim at sinabing illegal na pumasok ang Japanese vessel sa kanilang territorial waters.
Teritoryo daw nila mga tol, no? Ito'y territorial waters ng Japan ayon sa report. Pero ang ginigiit ng China, yun daw ay teritoryo nila eh. Lahat naman kasi teritoryo nila eh, no?
At sinabing illegal na pumasok ang Japanese vessel sa kanilang territorial waters, kaya nagpatupad sila ng control measures bilang proteksyon sa tinatawag nilang Diaoyu Islands.
Oh, meron ding Chinese name.
Nangyari ang insidente sa gitna ng patuloy na tensyon sa pagitan ng dalawang bansa matapos ang pahayag ni Prime Minister Sanei Takaichi na posibleng makialam ang Japan kung aatakihin ng China ang Taiwan.
Alam nyo mga tol, magkaiba sila ng size ng bansa. Diba? Alam natin yon, mas malaki ang China kesa sa Japan. Pero kung teknolohiya lang mga tol, halos magkapantay lang sila. Pagdating sa technology, hindi katulad yan halimbawa ng China, Philippines. Oo, malayo ang size difference natin mga tol. Pero sa teknolohiya, sobrang layo din, no? Etong Japan mga kapatid, hindi to katulad ng Pilipinas. Etong Japan, mayaman talaga to sa teknolohiya. Sobra. Maunlad itong bansang to, first world country yan eh. So eto mga kapatid, panoorin naman natin ang report mula naman dito sa first post. Sabi rito sa title pa lang mga kapatid kung babasahin natin, China-Japan standoff. No, military tensions flare over disputed islands. So pag-usapan natin to. China-Japan diplomatic spot escalates. So ito'y mainit na pinag-uusapan ngayon sa lahat. Face off on the high seas, Chinese and Japanese vessels confront each other. Dahil pumasok ang Chinese Coast Guard dito sa territorial waters ng Japan, pero ang sinasabi ng China, territory daw nila yon. Maritime encounter near disputed island raises tensions. Medyo mainit ang dalawang bansang to ngayon.
China and Japan are facing off. It's been more than a month now. They've been locked in a tense standoff, and now the dispute has escalated. It has spilled into the high seas. The latest episode played out today in the East China Sea. It was near a cluster of disputed islands. Japan calls them the Senkaku Islands. China calls them Diaoyu. Now, both countries take claim to this group of islands. Today, a Japanese fishing vessel was operating in this area. 2 Chinese Coast Guard ships moved in. Tokyo says they crossed into Japanese waters and tried to confront the Japanese fishing boat. So Japan's Coast Guard responded immediately. It intercepted the Chinese vessels and escorted them out of the area.
So hindi to basta-basta radio challenge lang mga tol. In-intercept nila at in-escort nila papalabas.
Now look at the region where it happened. This is where the military face-off took place. The Senkakus are a group of islands. No civilian population lives there. But they have been at the center of a long-running dispute. Because, like I said, China claims these islands too. Beijing calls them the Diaoyu Islands. But why does China want these islands? Why do they matter? Because of their location. These islands sit close to major shipping lanes. They offer rich fishing grounds. And the waters around them are considered valuable.
Oo, kaya interesado sila.
Experts believe that they hold oil and gas reserves, and that is why China sends Coast Guard ships to these waters.
Dati hindi nila pinapansin yan mga tol. Matagal nang okupado ng Japanese yan. Matagal na nilang kontrolado yan.
It's a way to project power and to remind Tokyo that Beijing won't give up its claim. And how has China responded to this morning's events? Unsurprisingly, they have blamed Japan. Beijing says it was Japan that provoked the Chinese Coast Guard.
May bago pa ba? Sila yung papasok sa tubig ng may tubig, teritoryo ng may teritoryo, tapos kapag kanilapitan sila o in-intercept sila, ang sasabihin nila, pinoprovoke sila. Grabe, no? Hindi nagbago yung playbook.
The current situation in China-Japan relations is entirely caused by Japanese Prime Minister Sanai Takaichi's erroneous remarks over Taiwan. Japan should abide by its political commitments to China, retract its erroneous remarks, and reflect and correct with concrete actions.
So lumalabas talaga mga kapatid, sila ang pinakamahusay, pinakamabait, pinakatuwid, at talaga mga kapatid, tama no sa buong mundo. Parang ganun ang lumalabas batay sa kanila.
Any external force that dares to interfere in Taiwan-related matters will be met with resolute countermeasures. The DPP authorities harbor malicious intentions, which are contemptible. Their attempts to seek independence by relying on foreign forces are doomed to fail.
令人不齿，妄图以外谋独，注定死路一条。
Alam niyo mga tol, wala naman tayong totoong pakialam no doon sa ginagawa nilang dalawa kasi magkaibang bansa to at hindi naman natin bansa pareho yan. Pero nakikita kasi natin yung ginagawa ng China dito sa Japan is yung mismong ginagawa din nila dito sa West Philippine Sea. Pero mo ito, 200 nautical miles exclusive economic zone ng Pilipinas. Papasok sila rito. Diba? Ire-radio challenge natin sila. Palalayuin natin sila kasi masyado na silang lumalapit sa mga natin, baybayin natin. Biruin mo nung nakaraan, nasa 54 nautical miles na lang sila mula sa Zambales. Diba? Pero para sa kanila, tayo yung nagpo-provoke. Biruin mo yun ha. Ibig sabihin mga tol, wala tayong karapatan na protektahan yung ating mga soberanya kasi para sa kanila, nagpo-provoke tayo pag ginagawa natin yung ating tungkulin talaga, di ba? Yung tungkulin ng Coast Guard. Kaya nga sinabing Coast Guard eh. Coast Guard. Di ba? Doon pa lang sa pangalan, alam mo na kung anong meaning eh. Coast Guard. Samantalang yung Coast Guard nila mga tol, gaano kalayo? Daan-daang kilometro na yung layo mula dun sa kanilang coastal area. Anong Coast Guard nila sinasabi nila, di ba?
This is a clear military escalation, and it's happening at a time when Japan-China ties are spiraling. We've been telling you about this. Last month, Japanese Prime Minister Sanai Takaichi gave a statement in her parliament. She said if China attacked Taiwan, Japan will take military action.
戦艦を使ってですね
If China were to deploy battleships and involve the use of force, I believe this could be deemed a situation threatening Japan's survival.
になりうる、ケースであると。
Di nagustuhan ng China yung galit na galit sila dun.
China was furious by that statement. It said Prime Minister Takaichi must take her words back. But she has refused to do so. An angry Beijing then launched a diplomatic offensive. It issued a travel advisory against Japan. It told Chinese citizens to avoid traveling to Japan. It told Chinese airlines to avoid flying to Japan. Tens of thousands of people canceled their tickets. This has hit Japan's tourism sector. So far, more than 900 flights have been cancelled. Reports say China has asked its airlines to extend these cuts. They could last until March next year. China also took the matter to the United Nations. It lodged a formal protest against Japan, and then Xi Jinping took it to Donald Trump's doorstep. Last month, he had a phone call. Chinese President Xi Jinping and US President Donald Trump, they spoke on the phone, and that's when Xi brought up this spat with Japan. Now, it's not clear what he told Donald Trump, but we can tell you what followed. Right after speaking to Xi, Trump dialed Tokyo. He spoke to Prime Minister Takaichi. Reports say he asked the Japanese leader to avoid further escalation with China.
Umaawat si Trump, di ba? Yun yung binigyan natin ng reaction di ba?
Prime Minister Takaichi has not backed down. She has shown no signs of yielding to Chinese pressure. And it's proving to be quite good for her ratings. Her tough stand on Taiwan has won her a lot of support at home. Her approval ratings have touched a high of 75%. So in a way, China's diplomatic campaign has backfired. It was aimed to soften Japan's stand on Taiwan, but it has achieved the opposite, which is why China seems to be raising the stakes now. It is deploying its military to make a point.
Biruin mo tumaas pa lalo yung ratings nung Prime Minister. Sa madaling salita mga tol, gusto ng mga Hapon na hindi sila yuyuko sa kahit kanino man kasi nagde-demand ang China, bawiin mo sinabi mo. Diba? Bawiin mo yung sinabi mo. Pero ang sabi ng Prime Minister, hindi kami susuko, hindi kami yuyuko. Diba? Hindi namin kailangan yan, hindi namin babawiin yung sinabi namin. So tumaas lalo yung ratings niya. Diba? Ang hilig kasi ng China mga tol, mang intimidate, diba? Lahat dinadaan nila sa brasuhan, hindi nila dinadaan sa legality. Kasi nga pag dinaan nila sa legality, alam naman natin mga tol, wala talaga silang kapanapanalo.
Last week, it issued a warning to Tokyo.
The People's Liberation Army has powerful capabilities and reliable means to defeat any invading enemy. If the Japanese side dares to cross the line even half a step and bring trouble upon itself, it will inevitably pay a painful price.
Oh, hanggang doon na lang mga tol. Hanggang doon na lang yun. Takutin ka nila. Pag natakot ka, panalo sila. Without firing a single bullet, sabi nga ganun, di ba? Kasi yun yung doktrina nila Kailangan nilang matalo yung kalaban nang hindi na kailangan pa ng mismong labanan. Ang problema, hindi naman kasi lahat ng bansa bigla-bigla na lang yuyuko dahil natatakot. Yung iba talagang, kumbaga, natutulog lang pero hindi mo alam, napakalaking higante pala.
The tensions are spilling over from diplomatic spats to military encounters, and Taiwan believes it will only get worse. Taiwan's foreign minister has spoken. His name is Lin Chia-lung. He says it could take up to a year for the situation to stabilize. That means China will keep exerting pressure and there will be more flashpoints. This is a dangerous trend. So far, Japan has held its ground. It has pushed back against Chinese pressure. But now with Beijing resorting to military tactics, it's a test of how far Tokyo is willing to go.
Actually, yung China ang agresibo masyado. Talagang pinoprovoke nila yung Japan. Actually, yung Japan medyo kumakalma Inaawat pa nga nila kumalma kayo. Kumbaga, parang alam mo yun, alam niya yung kapasidad niya at sinasabihan niya isang taong akala masyado ng malakas. Kumalma ka. Diba? Kumalma ka. Wag mo ko masyadong i-provoke, di ba? Ang problema mga kapatid, etong China, masyado nang malaki yung tingin nila sa sarili nila. Oo, higaante silang bansa, malaki sila Pero yung lakas, hindi pa natin alam yun. Hindi pa natin alam yun mga tol. Pero yung ibang bansa, katulad halimbawa ng Amerika, Japan, ito yung mga nasubok na talaga Yung meron na talagang matinding karanasan at malayong karanasan na talaga Alright, bilang mga Pilipino at bilang mga tao rito sa daigdig, ang inyong masasabi rito? Comment na lamang kayo sa ibaba. Hanggang sa muli, ako nga pala si Shobal D. Peace out.